Howdy folks, and welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the mighty Jingles, or should I say Comrade Commander Jingles. Because, well, today, at least at first, it's all about the Soviets. This is Aslad, in Stalin's favourite overpowered weapon of choice, the T-44-122. You'll note how Aslad has positioned himself in a very sneaky defensive position, which carefully avoids capturing any of the control points. This, of course, is because landowners are the oppressors of the proletarian working classes and will be the first with their backs up against the wall when the revolution comes. Comrade Commander Aslad gets his first kill when an unsuspecting Hellcat drives right in front of him without ever realising he's there, and then parks his ass back up to continue defending this particular spot of the motherland without taking one step back. Unfortunately for Comrade Commander Aslad, the Hellcat wasn't entirely alone, and that Sherman is not quite as oblivious as the Hellcat driver was. Aslad has almost reloaded, but all he can really shoot at from here is the Sherman's gun mantlet, and the Sherman has now seen him, so they both start letting rip with their coaxial machine guns. This, of course, immediately confuses the target picture by filling it full of smoke and dust, and Aslad just took a hit on the gun barrel, which was unfortunate because his gun barrel got damaged right before he pulled the trigger, which means that shell detonated a little bit short of the target, around about, I don't know, 50 metres short of the target, and Aslad's T-44-122 has just suffered a battlefield conversion to the T-44 with the 122mm short-barrelled howitzer. Luckily for Comrade Commander Aslad, somebody else on the team took the Sherman out. Unfortunately, Comrade Commander Aslad is now somewhat restricted in his ability to continue spreading communism around the world by the fact that he doesn't have a gun on his tank anymore. But one swift call to Moscow, and the proletarian working masses are quickly mobilised, whip a spare 122mm gun barrel out of their arseholes, and bingo, the tank is repaired. Quite quickly enough to reload the shell and finish off that unsuspecting, dirty, filthy capitalist M26 Pershing. Eventually, however, Comrade Commander Aslad is reassured that this particular 30 square feet of the motherland has fully embraced communist ideology, and he starts the tank moving forward. After all, the workers aren't going to seize the means of production by themselves. Unfortunately, he started the tank moving forward just in time to catch one in his big fat Soviet ass from yet another sneaky capitalist. Now, it's very important that we draw a distinction here between Comrade Commander Aslad, who spent the first 10 minutes of the game valiantly defending the motherland like a true working class hero, and that dirty, filthy capitalist tool of the imperialist running dogs who's camping bush and has set him on fire again. Take that, filthy warmongering capitalist. Takes more than 2 shots clean into the engine deck to knock out one of Mother Russia's glorious tanks. While he's waiting for the working classes to muster a spare potato to fix the engine. I don't know where I get this stuff from either. I just make it up as I go along. Comrade Commander Aslad enjoys a heartwarming political lecture from the resident commissar. And now that he fully understands the nature of the relationship between the industrial and peasant proletariat, Comrade Commander Aslad feels ready to resume his patriotic duty and strike down more capitalist imperialist aggressors, although preferably just one at a time, thank you very much. Ha! Take that, Yankee pig. Ivan, any word on those potatoes? We could really use the engine around about now. Worry not, fearless Comrade Tank Commander. Potatoes have arrived. Engine is now fully operational. And strong Soviet side and rear armour proves completely impervious to filthy capitalist 76mm and 50 caliber ammunition. You cannot resist the spread of international communism, Yankee pig. My gun is almost reloaded, and then you will taste Soviet justice. I said my gun is almost reloaded. Boris, what's going on with the ammunition? And then disaster strikes. Boris is dead! Thoroughly disgusted by Comrade Loader Boris's inability to perform his patriotic duty to the motherland, Comrade Commander Aslad has his corpse sent to the Gulag for political re-education. And giving it full power to the glorious potato-powered Soviet engine, he gets in real close, rams the Sherman, and proceeds to explain to him exactly why it is pointless to resist the spread of international socialism. This particular capitalist tool of the imperialist running dogs, however, appears to be unwilling to give up his Kentucky Fried Chicken and blue jeans, and so Comrade Commander Aslad is forced to call down an artillery strike upon his own position. Meanwhile, high above in the skies of the glorious patriotic motherland, Colonel Hiram J. Dingleberry Jr. of the United States Army Air Force is busy dispensing freedom and democracy to anybody who's interested. Unfortunately for Colonel McDingleberry, he picked that precise moment to dispense some democracy just as the artillery strike was coming in. Yes, that really just happened. Colonel McDingleberry was survived by a grieving wife and his son, Lieutenant Colonel Hiram J. Dingleberry III, who by a remarkable stroke of coincidence was participating in the same battle. Naturally anxious to avenge his father's death and clear the stain on his family's honour, Lieutenant Colonel Hiram J. Dingleberry III closes in on Comrade Commander Aslad, the dirty, filthy commie responsible for his father's demise. Slightly too anxious because he didn't bother to check whether or not there were, I don't know, any friendly tanks in between in between him and our glorious socialist communist hero. Yep, that really just happened too. Thank you to glorious hero of the Soviet Union, Comrade Commander Aslad, for sending that one in. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, because that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time. Actually, Jingles, that Sherman had a 75mm gun.